look at that. It's something new every time I come here. It's like a swimming platform for the kids. Local kids are going to love that. Yeah, good stuff. Anyway, let's go catch a fish, eh? Right, look at that. My squid line's just gone nutso. So I had my squid jig out as a sleeper and it looks like I've picked one up. Nice little start to the day. It's not a huge squid, but it's very welcome. Awesome. Yeah, that's not a bad one. Good stuff. Alright, we're on the board. Oh well, the whiting fishing's been a bit dismal this morning. Like I said, I think I've caught every butterfish between Freo and Woodman Point. But it's not really what I'm after. So, change of plans. I'm just going to cruise in here over a weed bed in about 5 metres of water or so and flick a squid jig around, see what I can find. Always good fun catching squid and good fun taking photos of them too. Maybe I'll turn that into the focus of the video actually, how to take a picture of an underwater picture of a squid, or how I take an underwater picture of a squid. But I've got to go get some squid first, so let's go. Alright, here we go. We've got one. So it's not a big one, but that doesn't mean you won't get a good photo. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the kayak around so the light is coming from that direction. There's the sun. First priority is getting the squid to the boat, but I also want to position the kayak where I need it. It's only a small squid, and now because the water's not very clear today, I'm going to be trying to get the photo from underneath the squid upwards, and that way I get most of the light available in the photo. So I'm just getting under the squid. So that's going to be the best shot, looking up towards the squid, mainly because the water's so murky. Alright, let's get him in the net. Let's see if we can get another one. It's not the biggest of squid, but that doesn't really matter when you're taking underwater photos of squid. You still get some pretty cool photos even of small squid. Yeah, so as I was trying to explain there, because the water's pretty murky and dirty today and there's a bit of cloud around, which means the sunlight isn't as strong as it could be, I was trying to get a photo from underneath the squid looking up towards the sun, the source of light. And that way you get the best sort of available shot for the squid. Kind of a silhouette actually, it looks pretty cool. Sometimes you get the sun actually shining through the squid. But if you got a really bright day with nice clear water, you can get some cool shots sort of pointing your camera directly down over the squid as well. But my favourite way of taking photos is looking up at the squid. Also that perspective makes the squid look bigger. It's like the old trick of holding the fish out towards the camera, make it look bigger. You get the same perspective when you're looking up at something. Okay, so here's a relatively small squid, but it'll still be pretty good for a photo. There he goes, just realised he's hooked. So I'll get him in, and while I'm doing that I'll explain what camera I'm using. So I've got it's just an old GoPro. I've got the frames per second set on the highest rate I can get, which means I'm going to use a lot more memory on the SD card, but I'll get better resolution on each individual frame. Oh, he tried to shoot me then, little bugger. So when I pull stills off it, and that's how I get the photos, I pull stills off video, each frame will be much clearer than if it was set on a lower setting. So same again, I'm trying to get him, basically trying to get the squid between the camera and the sun. There's a nice little shot of the hookup point there. I'll actually make a photo of the hookup point and show you where he's pinned, right on top of the head. Anyway, another thing to remember is don't muck around too long, because I have lost a few squid while I'm trying to get the perfect photo. So remember, you are actually trying to catch squid for a feed as well. So there you go, he's only a little one, but should still get a good photo. And a nice feed of squid rings too. Not sure whether I've got a squid here or I'm snagged. Oh, there he goes, he's just woken up. Oh, that's a good one. Oh no! Bugger! That was a good one. He obviously wasn't hooked, he was just hanging onto the jig. Oh, that was a beauty. It often happens like that. A large squid or a cuttlefish will grab the jig and he won't realise he's hooked, or he won't actually be hooked. He'll just be sort of hanging onto the jig. Oh bugger, that was a ripper. Another one that didn't realise he's hooked. Here he goes. Not quite as big as the last one. Gee, I wish I'd caught that last one, he would have been a ripper. So another thing to consider with photos is putting in the effort in editing the photos. So what I do is I pull the stills off on the GoPro Studio. That's just the standard GoPro Studio software. And then I transfer the photos to my computer and use the editing software on my computer. Just your standard sort of Windows stuff, nothing, I haven't paid for any editing software. And make the effort to get a good photo. You might be getting, you're starting with raw footage which might look something like this. Of that footage you'll pull a still which might look like this. And in the end you're trying to get a photo which might look like this. So it's not a case of just pulling footage off your camera and hoping for the best. Put a little bit of effort in to get better results. Anyway, let's get a net behind this one before I lose it. that's a good one. Not as good as that one that I just dropped, but yeah, not bad. Cool how they change colour like that. Awesome. Okay, so what would my tips be? I guess first of all, make sure you get the squid to the boat. You can't take photos of the squid if you haven't caught a squid, so that's the first one. Make use of any available light. As I said before, try to get the squid between the sun and the camera. That'll get you a good silhouette shot, and it's the best way to get any available light in sort of murky water like this. If the water's clear, you get better shots looking down on the squid than you would otherwise, but I do prefer looking up. Use the highest frame per second rate you can on your camera. So take video, pull stills from that video, but use the highest frame per second rate that you can. You'll get a better result. You'll burn through your memory on your SD card, but that doesn't really matter. Next tip would be put in the effort when you're editing the photos. Now, don't just pull a photo off and hope for the best kind of thing. Put a little bit of effort in. You know, I think pictures of live squid are far better than the standard, you know, the bucket full of dead squid covered in squid ink kind of photo, but you know, make the effort, put the effort in. And lastly, enjoy doing it. You know, squidding's great fun. You get a nice little feed, squid rings for the barbie, or deep fried squid, or whatever you like, squid curry, and get some photos to remind yourself of the process, and to share online or show your mates or whatever it might be. So that's enough of me flapping my gums. Tight lines, everyone. Thanks for coming fishing with me. See you next time. And for anyone who's made it this far into the video, here's a nice little bonus for you. Here's a gallery of my favourite squid photos. So I hope you enjoy them. Cheers, guys.